Hello.
Hello. We're with Peak Season Cuisine, and today we are going to be doing a segment on other sauces. So we've just kind of decided, based on the emails we've gotten, that we would like to show people how to make all of the 5 basic mother sauces with, household ingredients, household equipment. None of the, we understand that not everybody has like all the fancy kitchen equipment and, obviously gas range. So. That's what we're here to demo today, and we're going to start with the Espagnole sauce. Espagnole sauce is, it starts with a basic French brown sauce, which used to be made with beef bones, and you basically made a stock, and then from an aside, you then saute vegetables and make a roux, and we're going to create a more sped up version of that, because we're not going to do the 8-hour Espagnole sauce. So today, we're going to show you how to do that, and it was a basic French brown sauce that came from the union between France and Spain when Prince Louis XIII married Princess Anne, and her cooks decided that they wanted to put smoked tomato, which is a very classic Spanish ingredient, into this French brown sauce, and it was, such a scandal. And then, but it was amazing, and everybody was so enthused that it became all the rage in France. And so it has situated itself as, a huge tenet, a basic core component of French cuisine. Yay! So, Espagnole sauce, it actually begins with, butter, the vegetables, flour, making a roux, and then you add, typically, the stock, and you let it cook down, and then you introduce the tomato paste. Today, we're going to do it faster than this 8-hour stuff. So, we're going to saute all of our vegetables, and we're going to add the tomato paste once everything is beautifully browned, and then we're going to let everything cook down dark and make a roux out of it. And once the roux is dark, we add the stock, and wham bam, thank you ma'am, we're done. Alright. So, here she goes.
Yeah, here I go. It's a marathon. Not really. So again, electric stovetop. It's not, immediate. It might take a few minutes. You have to wait for it to heat up. So for you people who have electric stovetops, make sure that your pot is a little hot before adding in your butter.
Not hot enough to scald the butter, obviously, folks.
You don't want to burn the butter. Be friendly to the butter.
Yeah. No bitter Espagnole. Bitter Espagnole is not good.
No. So first I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons worth just for the veggies to start with. Make sure that gets all nice and melted. I'm starting this off at a high heat, but I'm going to tone it down to about a medium-high and then eventually a medium.
And don't you fret, you folks out there who do not consume or partake of the dairy products. We are working on vegan versions of all of these sauces, and when we figure them out, we will also do segments on those.
Yes, vegan mother sauces. It is possible. So we're going to wait for the butter to boil up just a tad right before we add in. As you can see, the bubbles are going.
Look at those bubbles.
So we're going to add in the mirepoix. Mirepoix is entailing onions, carrots, and celery. It's 50% onions, 25% carrots, 25% celery. We're going to add in the onions first. And then turn up the heat just a little bit higher on high. Again, electric stovetops will take a little bit longer than the gas, but
The reason that cooks favor gas is because typically you get better heat conduction. It happens faster, blah, blah, But we understand that's not realistic for everybody to be expected to have it. I mean, sometimes some people live in apartments and, you have what you have. So,
Yeah.
it just be patient. Be patient with your stove.
Next, the celery.
Ioanna and I have both lived in places with electric stovetops, and we have made do.
Yes, we have made do, and it has worked.
Yes, amazing things have come out of those kitchens.
Yes. Do not fret if you do not have a gas stove. It is okay.
Anyone who tells you otherwise is just bougie.
Very bougie. Add in the carrots. And now we're going to saute.
Did you see all that light? All that light that just flooded in here? Yeah, that's holy. That's holiness you're looking at.
Okay, so now we're going to have to saute this for about 3 minutes. It should look, the celery and the onion should end up looking a little translucent. You should almost be able to see right through them. Not exactly paper thin, but it's going to take some time to cook those out. And then
Sweat about it.
Then what's going to happen next is we're going to add in the garlic.
Garlic.
So
that's the garlic, folks.
So now it's been about 3 minutes, and this is what you're supposed to have it look like. If you can see, it's very translucent. The carrots, obviously, mind you, you're not going to be able to tell, but the onions, the celery, they're really glossy. You can not exactly see through them, but they are translucent. So that's what you want to see. Now we're going to add in the garlic.
And if you're cooking with your family and friends in the kitchen, you don't necessarily want to dig through the, don't want to stick your fingers in there, unless they don't mind. I don't mind.
The reason why we're putting the garlic in last of all the veggies is because garlic burns easy, and nothing makes a recipe taste worse than burnt garlic.
Yes. Disgusting.
Alright. So I'm going to put this to the side. We're going to make some roux.
Ooh, roux. Alright, folks.
So now we're going to make the roux. I'm melting down the butter.
Butter.
And I'm swirling it around just to help it melt faster. You can just let it sit there if you want. It's all up to you.
We're doing a marathon today.
Yeah.
And just for those of you out there who don't know what a roux is equal parts butter and flour, and it's used as the basis for sauces and soups and all sorts of things. There's a course of French invention, and today we're going to be making a dark roux, which is the basis for Espagnole sauce.
So now I'm just waiting for it to bubble up just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll add the flour.
And there's.
Bubbles.
I'm going to add a little at a time.
You never want to put too much flour. You can always add more.
You can always add more. You can't add less.
Yeah. And adding butter after the fact, never a good idea. You'll end up with greasy dumplings.
This is just a fail-safe, basically. You don't want to mess it up, have to throw it away and make a new batch.
Once you become like a guru or whatever, you can just pre-measure all your stuff and throw it in there. And just be, just to be safe. Better to err on the side of caution, as they say.
Oh, yes. now we're basically going to cook it down until you get this beautiful amber color. Right now this is the blonde roux. It's technically a little bit over a blonde roux because blonde roux is not supposed to cook for this much time, but
How long would you say we have to wait before it becomes the beautiful color that we want?
about 5 minutes. 5 minutes and it'll be this beautiful amber brown color. You'll see, you'll see.